Hi everybody, this is Michelle
and Shivani.
We're here from SLR Lounge to talk about the color of light.
So let's talk about the color of light when you walk into a scene.
Okay, so there's a few different scenarios, right? First of all, you should be aware that light has color. Let's take it back to something simpler, like the sun. When you're doing a sunrise, typically would you say what color do you see? Sunrise?
Like bluish.
Bluish.
Tone, yeah.
Good. Okay. Sunset, complete opposite.
Super warm.
Orange.
Yep.
Midday sun, somewhere more in the quote-unquote whitish light. Okay. So let's take that indoors. Same thing. If I'm standing by a window, I've got outdoor light, sun direction, usually blue. Indoor light, typically if you have a tungsten type of lamp, more orange. Becomes a problem. In fact, when I'm doing makeup, very aware what color my lighting situation is, because orange light is hard to get your makeup colors right?
Exactly. Yeah.
And whiter light, daylight balanced light, also by the way known as 5500 Kelvin light, if you look that up at Home Depot, is a whiter light, and it's easier to get your colors. So cameras are just that sensitive as well. They are really sensitive to orange versus blue. So be aware of it. Know what's going on, and then you can work with it.
Since cameras are so sensitive to color, it's always best practice to shoot in RAW, so you preserve the information in the image and you have more wiggle room when you're in post.
Okay, speaking of best practices, let's start with the really simple stuff first. Let's control physical light. So if I walked into a room and I had two colors, I've got a lamp that's orange and I have a window that's kind of the bluer light, what's the first thing you guys do?
So at Luna Dressa in our studio, we would turn off the lamp light or the existing uplights that are in the room, and just have one light that we're trying to match to.
So that means now you're limited to a bluer light, right? The other alternative to that, if you wanted to limit your colors, is if you close the window and you dealt with just the existing ambient light, now you've got an orange light. The problem is that might not be enough light. So what would you guys do then?
So then we would add in light in order to match the existing light in the room.
So by matching, if you have window light coming in and you're using a flash, you probably don't have to do any kind of color correction to your flash. But if you were dealing with orange light indoors and you added flash, what would you guys do?
Use a CTO gel, color temperature orange, for those of you that don't know, to match the tungsten lighting in the room.
I'm testing her right now. See how I like that? Okay, so that's great. So now we know how to handle our existing light.
Kelvin is numeric measurement of light. So when you're dialing in settings on your camera, the lower you go, the cooler your image will look. The same idea applies when you're in post-production and you're looking at a temperature slide. You'll see that the warmer colors are on the right and the cooler colors are on the left.
Oh, wait, I have a bonus tip. Hold on. So if you're looking in your camera and you turn on live view and you're looking at the scene and you decide that, okay, it's too orange, tell me again, which way do I go to get cooler?
Right, so the higher numbers will be the warmer numbers.
Oh, you're going opposite of me. Yes, if you go higher number, it gets more orange, and if you go lower number, it gets more blue, and that way you see it straight in your camera. So try the live view mode. That's a good way to do it.
Another bonus tip is back in post-production. So you can see in this setup that we have here that there is daylight light lighting our faces and tungsten behind us. Obviously a contrast and obviously contradictory to what we've been talking about here. But it's a stylistic choice, right? If you chose to have an image where you wanted a contrast of these two different lights and you're trying to balance the two, it's something that can easily be fixed in post-production, and that's done through temperature, tone curve, and split toning, something that we go over in depth in our advanced processing Lightroom workshop.
That definitely sounds like a whole nother class or a whole nother time. So that's it for today.
Please like, subscribe, and comment down below on more videos you want to see, and check out all these other videos that we made. All are on somewhere over here. Yeah.
There. Bye, everybody.
We'll see you next time. Bye.
Did you just sneak? I don't even know how to exit out of this whole conversation, by the way.
Bye!
Yes! Oh my gosh. So high maintenance. Is that just fair to say Dodge and Brown?
Are you really asking him questions that'll keep him out? Till next. Blue, yellow, orange.
You should just be like,
Brown.
if you take away anything from this video, and check out all of our other videos somewhere
Drums.
around here, and we'll see you later. Ah!